Welcome again to another edition of the Coach's Desk with Coach Minzy. And we'll be talking to Olympian, former national 400-meter runner, Allodin Fothergill. And we'll be talking his journey in track and field and where he is right now. Welcome, Allodin Fothergill, to the Coach's Desk.
Much respect, boss.
All right, thank you for being here on the show with us today. Now, which high school did you attend?
Eltham High School.
Okay, and that's where you got involved in your track and field?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, you started your track and field journey at high school. You represent them at the Boys and Girls Championship. What event did you participate in?
I participated in 2005 in the 400 meter and 200 meters.
Okay, and were you a champs medalist?
Yes, bronze medalist.
Okay, cool. Now, track and field seemed to be your career path, or was your career path. Now, did you have any other sport in mind that you wanted to do, but track and field did not allow you to do that?
Yes, cricket.
Cricket? Tell us about that.
Apparently, when I was in high school, I started with cricket, to be honest with you, as a bowler. But I had to pick, so I picked track and field.
Okay, and of course.
Yes.
Go
So
ahead.
it wasn't to do both. It wouldn't allow me to do cricket and track and field at the same time because both was actually playing at the same time, so I had to pick one.
Right. And of course, Eltham was a big school on cricket then.
Yes.
So were you really good at bowling? Fast, medium, or slow?
Fast. I was actually pretty good. I actually have a family member that is in cricket. His name is Garvey, attends St. Jago High.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually good. And I remember playing with Shakaya, Thomas, and Stephanie for the girls' cricket. We had a lot of talent in high school when it comes to cricket.
Okay, cool. All right, kudos out there to the Eltham cricketing staff. Now, you were a part of the great Racers Track Club with the likes of Glenn Mills and Bert Cameron. You worked with them. Tell us your experience working with Bert Cameron there over there at Racers.
To be honest with you, to be at Racers, it was an experience. I developed friendship that grows into family with a lot of persons over there. I learned a lot from Glenn Mills and Bert and Cameron. So overall, it was a great experience. I have nothing bad to say about the camp.
Okay, and did you realize your track and field goals while working at Racers Track Club?
I didn't achieve what I actually wanted, but to say I could not stay, I had to move on and pursue something different. Because my mindset is there's life after track and field.
Right.
Yeah. So I do still communicate with Coach Glenn Mills that, still give advice even out of track and field.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. So he played a father role there for you, and I guess one of the young one there at Racers Track Club.
Yes.
Now, you were once attending GC Foster College. You ran at the collegiate meet here in Jamaica, and for some reason you were missing off the scene. But we understand that you took up a track scholarship and went overseas. You want to tell us about that?
Yes. After high school, I remember Bentley Brown. I think he's now the principal of St. Catherine Primary in Spanish Town.
Spanish Town High School.
Yes, Spanish Town High School. I think he's the principal there now. We have not spoken for a quite while, but he's the one that actually gave me opportunity to go to GC Foster and introduced me to Maurice Wilson, where I believe actually my track and field career started. Because being at high school, I pretty much didn't know anything about track and field.
Okay.
So yeah, when they actually took me on their wings, I started learning, actually start improving tremendously over the within a year. So be said, I think I started 2006. That's what my first junior team, 2006. So from there on, I keep growing fast on fire. I offered a scholarship to Maryland East, and I took it.
And tell us what went on there over there in Maryland.
In Maryland, everything was fine in Maryland. It was an all black school. I can tell you that. First, it was my first time actually going overseas. Yeah, it was my first time going overseas. So it was a great experience. I met other Jamaicans there, where Ernest Barr started coaching me, and so I constantly improve a little bit, where Glenn Mills still assists me while I was still in college. He was still assisting me while I was in college. Okay. So both coaches, I would say, helped me to get where I was.
Okay, that's awesome. So again, Glenn Mills is a part of your development overseas and in Jamaica when you trained in Jamaica.
Yes.
So again, to Glenn Mills there. Now, you won a CAC bronze medalist. You want bronze medal, sorry. You want to tell us about that?
For the CSC bronze medal, it was a shock. To be honest with you, it was a shock because I was actually better than what I thought. So I would say I didn't have enough confidence within myself. So it's like each round that I ran, I improved without even knowing it, that I was actually in shape. So I think I would have done a lot better if I did believe more in myself. I think Coach Mills believed a lot more in me than I believe in myself at that time.
Yeah, most times the coaches believe in the athletes more than they do.
Yeah.
And you won quite a few medals. You were also on World Championship team, Olympic team. You're an Olympian. So you would have had a wealth of experience there in track and field. But what went wrong on the journey?
To truth be told, on the journey is like I plateaued. Like I wasn't seeing myself improve anymore. And when you see yourself not improving anymore, you start to question stuff like, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? What is the coach doing wrong? Like, stuff starting to take place in the mind where, what am I doing? So I'm like, yo, I spend 5 years here. I need to do something else.
Right.
And to be honest, I had financial problem also.
Okay.
I had financial problem to say I wanted to leave and go somewhere else where I could not. So what I had to do was go back to the state. After I go back to the state, I actually went back to college because I actually didn't finish college. Back to college to finish college at this point where I succeeded.
That's great.
Yeah. So after that, I was in Maryland actually, where I was training for a bit. Then I moved on from there and actually went to where I'm at right now in North Carolina, where Lennox Graham was starting to coach me.
Right. So that's Johnson C. Smith?
Yeah, just Dancer C. Smith.
Right.
Yeah, that's where I end up my lands. I end up at. But there were circumstances where Lennox had to move on, and I couldn't move on because at the same time I was welcoming my child in this world.
Okay. Congrats there.
Thank you. So I had to make a big decision. Say, hey, it's not about me anymore. I think I've accomplished a lot where I can feel good to say it is time.
Okay, okay. So life changes on you, and you had to
Yes.
put up your spike and start to think about being a father to your child and so forth. So those
Yes.
changes actually stopped your track and field career. Now,
Yes.
another thing that we want to talk about, Fothergill, is that you had an incident where you were suspended for 3 months. Did that have any real impact on your career?
I believe so. To be honest, I think it left a cloud over my head where I think it hold me back a little bit because as we all know, Jamaican sport is if you're not number one, it's like that cloud stays over your head.
Yes, yes.
It doesn't move. Nobody cares. About the third, the fourth, nobody cares about that. But one, breaking records, or people recognizing you, that cloud is not gonna move.
Yeah, because I remember one of your club mates in that similar situation, and that person, as you said, the cloud was not left over their head because that person was a top athlete. So
Yeah.
I kind of agree with you on that point. So that situation left you like you were placed to the back of the class. But
Yes.
essentially that did not detract you from continuing in track and field because you did not make mention of it being the sole.
To be honest with you, I just try to stay positive because when so be this say with all that cloud over your head, you find people start drawing away from you. They're not gonna show you, but you can see people start drawing away from you and leave you like by yourself.
Okay. So you were left with a little support then, so to speak.
Yeah, very little support.
So you know your mental strength would have to chip in there, and you'd have to make some decisions then that will allow you to propel forward in another career, so to speak, and not affect you going forward. Incidentally, what career path did you take on?
Right now I'm actually working in the airline industry where I'm working with American Airline right now.
Okay. So that simply means you're still in America then?
I am still in America.
Great, great, great. Now, before we go, because we are almost out of time, Allodin, have you ever thought of probably thinking about mentoring young athletes in terms of going to the field of coaching?
Yes, I do think about that, to be honest with you. This moment, COVID and everything, I think my focus is protecting my little one, as she needs a whole lot of attention. I can tell you that. So it's protecting her, spend more time with her and stuff.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Now,
do think about in the future.
So it's something that you think about in the future then? I didn't get that.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, I want you to advise athletes there who might not be one of the top athletes, one of the name brand athletes out there, but they want to continue in track and field to make a career out of track and field. Can you give that personal advice?
Yes, I actually can. To be honest with you, for the athletes out there that's actually not number one, always put education first. Never stray from education, and always have a plan B, because track and field is not going to last forever. And y'all do know that we are from a third world country. And I believe that we don't get the support that we need. So always, if you get a scholarship, take it. You can always continue track and field, but always put education first.
Wonderful and sound advice there from former national 400-meter runner and Olympian Allodin Fothergill. Thank you very much for joining the Coach's Desk today, my friend. It was a pleasure having you on, and we wish you well in your future endeavors. And have a wonderful rest of the day.
Same to you. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, man.